Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Victoria Gallagher, and I help spiritual coaches, hypnotists, healers, and purpose-driven entrepreneurs to shift their identity, rewire their subconscious, and manifest consistent $10,000 months through alignment, mindset, and advanced manifestation principles. Today, we are talking about one of the most important breakthrough concepts in the entire realm of manifesting money, because manifesting those 10K months fast doesn't happen from hoping. It doesn't happen from grinding, and it doesn't happen from guessing or trying random strategies. It happens through a paradigm shift in your mind, and the speed at which that shift happens is the speed at which your external results start to rise to the level of your identity. So before we go any deeper, I want to ask you something. What level of income are you currently aligned with right now? Is it 5K months, 10K, 20K, more? Drop your number in the comments and declare it, own it, claim it as the new identity that you are choosing to step into. Now, let me get into what I think is obvious for most people, and that is manifestation is not magic. You always have to remember that. We're not talking about pouring magical fairy dust on your business and making everything happen without taking certain actions. This is where we really need to start to reprogram everything that you thought you knew about manifesting money. Like I said, manifestation is not magic. It's not luck. It's not think it and hope that the universe delivers. Manifestation follows a very specific structure. It follows conditions. It follows identity long before it follows the actions that you need to take. And there are 8 manifesting conditions. And when any of those line up, or when any of those are out of alignment, results slow down. But when all 8 are aligned, the results speed up, sometimes really dramatically. And this is why some people take years and years, or maybe never ever achieve 10K months at all. And others do it in a matter of weeks. So the paradigm shift that changes everything is a core concept of today's video. The speed at which you manifest 10K months is the speed at which you align your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, behaviors, habits, identity, and integrity with the version of yourself who naturally creates $10,000 a month. That's it. Money follows identity. Money responds to identity faster than it responds to strategy. Think about it. Your thoughts must match the result. Your beliefs must match the result. Your actions must match the result. Your consistency must match the result. Your boundaries must match the result. Your energy must match the result. So the version of you who earns $10,000 a month already lives inside of a specific paradigm. And so the moment you decide to shift into that paradigm, everything starts to move faster. Now, if this has already given you a little bit of an aha moment, go ahead and like this video so that I know to create more advanced identity-based content like this. And also drop aha in the comments, just so I know that we're getting through to help you to shift this paradigm. Now, the next part of this is about the 8 manifesting conditions. So let's walk through these 8 manifesting conditions, the ones that activate this paradigm shift. I'm going to give you a really short, powerful version of each one. So number one, he starts with desire. You got to be clear about exactly what it is that you want. No vague goals, like I want to manifest more money. That never works. You have to be very specific about exactly how much because more money can mean a dollar, can mean a penny. So we have to be very specific about what it is that you want. Then your thought is number two. And your thoughts, your inner dialogue need to support what you want. If you're walking around, with this desire that I want to manifest X amount of dollars, and yet you're running around with thoughts saying it's never going to happen, and money is the root of all evils, and rich people suck, and all those kinds of thoughts, well, guess what? You're not going to line up with that desire. The third condition is the imagination. So you need to actually mentally rehearse the reality that you're stepping into so that your subconscious mind gets on board with it. The sub the imagination is the fastest way to speak to the subconscious mind. It understands pictures way more than it understands words. It understands feelings much more than it understands words. And when you imagine something, don't you usually have a feeling associated with that? And when you do that, then we get into the fourth condition, the belief. And the belief dissolves the doubt that slows down the momentum. And this is the identity level belief, not the surface belief at your conscious mind, just saying, like, oh, yeah, I think I can do that. There is a deeper part of you in your subconscious that actually holds the real belief. And if you want to know what you believe in your subconscious mind, just take a look in your bank account. That will tell you what you have been believing up until now. And once you start to make that shift in your belief, it does take a little while before the new belief starts to shift your outer world. It's not immediate, but it does happen faster when you get everything all working together in alignment. Number five is your vibration. You hold a certain frequency of that result, not the frequency of what you don't want. When you hold the frequency and you're feeling the fear and you're feeling the anxiety and you're feeling the worry and the doubts and all that does is chases it away. We have to live in the feeling as if it's already real. And this can be one of the hardest parts for people. And the more you start believing it, however, the more you do start to feel it. And then it also works in reverse. The more you feel it, the more you're going to believe it. So really you want to work on those two areas very intentionally because that is really what's going to shift everything for you. Then we have creative attraction, and that's the sixth manifesting condition. And this is where you tune into infinite intelligence, your intuition, super conscious. This is where you get ideas. This is where you get into alignment with, if you don't know what actions, it's like, I don't even know what I would do. Well, once you get clear and committed that this is what you want to do, and you begin to program your mind, you begin to live in that frequency, then you are going to start to tap into some new areas that maybe you've never even thought about before, some new ideas, some new insights that are going to support that new version of yourself. And finally, not finally, but the second to the last one is condition number 7, which is inspired action. So aligned action from the identity that you're stepping into. This isn't about working harder. This isn't about hustling. This isn't about forcing. This is about taking the inspired actions on those ideas, those insights that you receive from the superconscious. And then finally, we have the manifestation. The dream is coming true. The goals are coming to fruition. This is receiving the result of your internal alignment. Because when all 8 of these are working together, the results compound and time collapses. So in the manifestation phase, this is where you really want to also work on being present to the things that you have manifested. It may not be the 10K yet, but it may be that you have manifested a couple new clients that you didn't have before. It may be that you've got some new discovery calls that you didn't have before. Maybe you've just had your best month and you're on your way to even better months from there. And this is where you want to really acknowledge and recognize everything that is already happening and think about your wins. Talk about your wins. Talk about the gratitude that you feel for everything that is unfolding. So, now, I want to get into those are the conditions. And you can see how very clearly that you would need to have all those conditions really working together, right? I mean, if you're thinking in the opposite way of your desire, you're going to be programming those thoughts into your mind. If you don't believe that this is actually possible, it's likely not going to happen. If you're not feeling it, you are sending a signal to your subconscious mind that either you're not passionate enough about it, or you don't want it enough, or you just don't really feel that you deserve it or that you can have it. So all of those really need to be in place. So finally, I want to get into the FAST method. How do we do this fast? All right. So FAST actually is an acronym, and I teach the FAST method inside of my community, my powerful manifestor community on School. And what this stands for is focus, align, support, and take action. So when you get into the focus, that is where you decide, you hone in on one thing. When we do this fast work, the quickest way really to manifest something is to focus your energy on one thing. When you're thinking about too many things, you're dividing your energy into too many different directions. And so it's really hard to manifest when you've got your focus divided and it weakens the signal. So really want to focus, decide, clarity activates the momentum. And then align is the A part of fast. Align really is all about what we just discussed. It's aligning with those 8 manifesting conditions, aligning your thoughts, aligning your energy, aligning your identity, aligning your habits into that 10K a month identity. Then we have support. So you want to surround yourself with a community. You want to surround yourself with other people who are like-minded, who think in the same way that you think as far as abundance and success and possibilities. When you surround yourself with people who don't believe in manifestation or don't support this kind of endeavor or kind of think that you're chasing a wild dream of some kind, you're much less likely to manifest. But when you surround yourself around people who not only have done it, but are also, taking action in their own lives and manifesting more in their own lives, then you're seeing a model of what's possible. And these are also people that really are supporting you and believe in you. I mean, isn't that what everybody wants? You want somebody who understands you, who believes in what you're doing is actually possible. Think about how much more quickly you would achieve your goals if you surrounded yourself around a community, a supportive community of people who are, going after their dreams and their goals. So, and that just reinforces the person that you're becoming. But then nothing happens, of course, without the action. You've got to take consistent, aligned action. And that action needs to match the results that you're calling in. So fast, it's not about quick. It's not about necessarily speed. It's not about doing things fast. It is about collapsing the time between your intention and fully realizing the result. And so finally, we want to get into consistency because consistency, after everything that we've already talked about, it's the real reason why people don't hit 10K because most people believe they have a consistency problem, but the truth is consistency isn't actually the real issue because the lack of consistency really stems from another problem. It's a symptom rather than the problem itself. The real problem is not being aligned with what it is that you want to manifest. If you really and truly believed with all your heart that all you needed to do was take X, Y, and Z action, if you believed that, you would do it. So the reason why people aren't consistent is because they don't really have the alignment. They're not thinking, they're not imagining, they're not believing, they're not actually, they don't even trust themselves to take the action because they've had lack of consistency in the past, but it's not because of consistency in and of itself. It's because you're just not in alignment with all the conditions. If your thoughts are contradicting your desire, you won't take action. If your beliefs don't support your goal, then you're going to procrastinate. If your emotional frequency is low, then action feels heavy. If you break promises to yourself, trust dissolves. If your environment isn't aligned with your identity, your momentum drops. Consistency becomes effortless when the identity is aligned and when you become someone who follows through on what you say you will do, your results are going to change quickly. So if this is landing with you right now, drop the word shift in the comments and let's anchor this identity into your subconscious. Now, I want to talk about one more really important thing when it comes to manifesting these 10K months, and that's integrity. So let's talk about integrity for a moment because it's so much easier to manifest money when you are aligned with your authentic identity and doing work that really matters to you, that's meaningful to you. And that is what instills the discipline. When it means something to you, you have a why and you know exactly why you want to do this, why you must do this. That's the glue that ultimately keeps you moving forward. Because let's face it, on the way to this goal, you will face roadblocks. Everyone does. It's not always a straight, perfect line. There's going to be ups and downs. And so you've got to be buckled in for this roller coaster. And the only way you're going to do that is by committing. And the only way you're going to really commit to something is when you are being true to yourself and you're doing something that it comes from your heart, that comes from something that actually means something to you. And that's what's going to give you the integrity. This isn't something that you should do. This is something that you deserve to do. That deeper purpose behind your money goal, that is what creates the energy that you need to stay aligned long enough to manifest it. When money is attached to meaning, then manifestation accelerates. Now, if this is resonating with you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and know that I'm building a community of spiritual coaches, creators, healers who are ready to step into the identity of this level of manifestation. So here's what I want you to walk away with today. You are just one decision away, one alignment away, one identity shift away from becoming the version of you who naturally creates $10,000 months or more. When your identity shifts and upgrades, then your results upgrade too. Your income upgrades, your opportunities upgrade, your entire life upgrades. Because here's the truth, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. Shift the identity and the results cannot help but to follow. So, if you want to go deeper into this work, I am leading a brand new 10K months challenge that's designed to specifically help spiritual coaches and hypnotists and healers, and creators, entrepreneurs who want to make a real difference. And if you feel called to step into your next level identity with structure, with support, with accountability, and a proven process, just go ahead and click the link below. Check it out. If it aligns with you, I'd love to see you inside. So, once again, this is Victoria Gallagher wishing you an amazing day. And I look forward to seeing you in my community, the Powerful Manifester Mastermind.